Emma kept her head down as she guided her 8-year-old daughter, Lily, toward the diner's exit. The smell of warm pancakes and sizzling bacon clung to the air, making her stomach twist. She had come in hoping to buy Lily a small meal, but her card had declined twice. And now she just wanted to disappear. "Come on, sweetheart," she whispered, trying to sound cheerful. But Lily didn't move. Her eyes were fixed, wide, soft, hungry, on the plate of the man sitting in the booth closest to them. A tall man in a worn blue jacket, quietly eating eggs and toast. The man looked up, and their eyes met. Emma panicked. "I'm so sorry," she stammered. "She's just tired." But the man surprised her. He pushed his plate slightly toward Lily with a gentle smile. "Looks like someone could use a real breakfast." Emma shook her head. "No, really, we're fine. We're just leaving." Then he noticed something: Lily's thin jacket, the dark circles under Emma's eyes, the way her hands trembled. "Tell you what," he said softly, standing. "Sit down. Order anything you want. It's on me." Emma swallowed hard, her pride battling her desperation. "Sir, we don't want to trouble you." "It's not trouble," he said. "You remind me of someone who helped me once." Lily tugged Emma's sleeve. "Mom, can we stay?" Emma's resolve finally cracked. "Okay," she whispered. "Just breakfast." But she had no idea this simple meal was about to change all three of their lives. Emma sat across from the stranger, unsure where to place her hands. The diner suddenly felt too bright, too warm, like she didn't belong there. But Lily had already opened the menu with both hands, her excitement impossible to hide. The man chuckled. "Order anything you like," he told the little girl. Lily pointed at the pancakes with strawberries. "Those." Emma forced a small smile. "Thank you, really. You don't know how much this means." He looked at her with calm eyes. "Name's Daniel." "Emma," she replied. "And this is Lily." The waitress came over, and Daniel ordered a full breakfast for both of them, pancakes, eggs, even hot chocolate for Lily. Emma tried to protest again, but he gently cut her off. "Let me do this. Please." When the waitress walked away, there was a short, awkward silence. Emma prepared herself for the usual questions. "Where's the father? Are you working? Why are you struggling?" But he didn't ask any of those. Instead, he said, "You look like you've been carrying the world." Emma blinked, her throat tightening. "It's been a rough few months." Daniel nodded like he understood more than she said. "I've been there. Lost my job last winter. Slept in my truck for weeks. Someone helped me out when I had nothing." Emma's eyes softened. "So now you help others?" "Trying to," he said with a smile. "Kindness keeps moving when you pass it forward." Lily's food arrived, and she dug in like she hadn't eaten properly in days. Watching her daughter finally enjoy a warm meal made Emma's eyes sting. "Daniel," Emma whispered, "I don't know how to repay you." "You don't have to," he said. "Just promise me one thing." "What's that?" "When you get the chance, help someone else the same way." Emma nodded, but something in his voice made her wonder. Why did he choose them today? Lily was halfway through her pancakes when she suddenly looked up and asked, "Mom, can we come here again someday?" Emma smiled weakly. "We'll see, sweetheart." Daniel watched the exchange quietly, his expression softening. "She's a bright kid," he said. "She deserves more than I can give right now," Emma admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. Daniel hesitated, then leaned forward. "If you don't mind me asking, what happened?" Emma exhaled slowly, staring down at her folded hands. "I had a good job. A stable one. But Lily got sick last year. I used all my savings on hospital bills. Then I lost my job, then our apartment. We're staying at a shelter downtown for now. Daniel didn't pity her. Emma noticed that immediately. Instead, he looked at her with genuine understanding. I'm sorry, he said. No one should have to go through that alone. Emma nodded shakily. It's just hard. Trying to be strong all the time. Daniel took a sip of his coffee. You're stronger than you think. I can see that. Before Emma could respond, the diner door opened, and a cold gust of air swept inside. A man in a suit walked in, glanced around the room, then spotted Daniel. He approached the table with an easy grin. There you are. I've been calling you. Emma straightened, unsure who he was. Daniel wiped his hands on a napkin. Emma, Lily, this is Michael. My business partner. Business partner? Michael glanced at Emma and Lily, then back at Daniel, surprised but pleasant. Didn't expect you to be meeting new friends before our appointment. Emma blinked. Appointment? Business partner? The worn jacket Daniel wore suddenly didn't match the picture forming in her mind. Who exactly was he? Daniel looked at her and smiled gently. Emma, there's something I should probably explain. Emma's heart thudded as Daniel exchanged a glance with Michael. Something unspoken passed between them, something serious. Daniel turned back to Emma, his voice steady but warm. I didn't want to overwhelm you earlier. But the truth is, Michael and I run a small foundation. We help families who've been knocked down by life. People who just need one break to get back on their feet. Emma stared, stunned. A foundation? Daniel nodded. When I was struggling, a stranger helped me. No questions asked. After I got back on my feet, I promised myself I'd do the same for others. Michael stepped forward with a kind smile. Daniel told me someone might need us today. Didn't expect to meet you this soon, but I'm glad we did. Emma shook her head, overwhelmed. I appreciate your kindness, but I don't want charity. Daniel's voice softened. Emma. This isn't charity. It's a chance. And you've earned it by fighting so hard for your daughter. Lily looked up from her empty plate. Mom? Are you crying? Emma wiped her eyes quickly. No, sweetheart. Just happy tears. Michael slid a small folder onto the table. Inside is information about temporary housing, food support, and a job placement program. We can help you get back to work within weeks. Emma hesitated, fear, hope, and disbelief all tangled together. Daniel reached across the table. You don't have to say yes today. Just know you're not alone anymore. Emma looked at Lily, her bright, hopeful eyes, and then back at Daniel. Thank you, she whispered. For seeing us, when no one else did. Daniel smiled. Everyone deserves to be seen. And for the first time in months, Emma felt something she thought she had lost forever. Hope.